Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome to Will's World. My name is Will, and this is my world. I've got just a quick little update for you for what happened in between episodes, as it were. So let us go ahead and jump right on into it. Alright, so here we are next to our cartography house, our shepherd's house, and what we just built in the last episode, our archery house, or Fletcher's house. I went ahead and did a couple of really minor things, but I think these little minor things really helped flesh this house out and make it just a little bit more real. So let's come on in here. I do have a Fletcher living in here who is, oh, there he is, standing on top of his table. But as you can see, I've gone ahead and I've thrown some item frames up on the walls to kind of display his wares, as it were. We've got enchanted bows, we've got arrows, we've got all kinds of stuff. And this guy, I've traded with him a bunch. He is a master. Unfortunately, his best buys are still pretty blah. But what I am excited about him is the ability to sell feathers. So we've got that auto chicken farm over there, and it produces feathers like crazy. So if we look in here, lots of feathers to be had, which means I can make the emerald. What the heck? There we go. There we go. I was like, what is going on? So yeah, easy emeralds right there with the feathers, which I love. That's really, that is your purpose, buddy. I sell you feathers. That's why you exist. But yeah, item frames are awesome. I love that we can put them on flat surfaces now. That came along with 1.13, I believe. But I love that we can put items on flat surfaces now. Let's go out back here. We've got, more bows on the tables. This was something that I had to do. Once I got him trapped in here, dude kept escaping and I couldn't figure out how. But the way he was doing it was he was jumping on this table and then that allowed him to jump over that wall. So I went ahead and I just, with some dark oak fences, made this wall here. And it keeps him in because the villagers, they cannot jump over a wall. And then just to match it, I did the same thing over here on the other side. Because things have to make sense in my head. Hey, buddy, do you like your place? I also went through and added all these path blocks back here because I figured it didn't make a lot of sense. People were going to be walking back here a lot, coming back here and grabbing their bow and then going to the range. So having just pristine grass blocks here didn't make a lot of sense in my head. So I went through and made it like a dirt path instead. So that's what we have done with the archer's house. The other thing I did was I moved his bed, but now that I'm thinking about it, because I thought he was getting out of the bed and glitching through the wall somehow. Then I finally figured out he's just jumping over the fence. So, yeah, everything is mostly the same. I went crazy with item frames. But I love this little archer's abode. I think it works really well. And he seems to be now staying in his house, like permanently. The other thing that I've done is adding all of these fence gates. Is he gone? He's gone. I keep losing this guy. And I don't know how I keep losing my shepherd. He keeps disappearing. If anybody has any ideas, I am very open to hearing what they are because, I mean, to me, this looks pretty contained, and these stay shut, so I don't know how he keeps disappearing or why he is despawning. I have traded with him to lock in his trades, and I thought that would keep him in there, but he's just not staying. If we go in our cartography house, the thing that I love about these guys is paper and glass, because we've got our massive paper, or rather sugarcane farm here. So I've got paper for days. So these guys, the both of them, earn me a lot of emeralds. So I'm pretty happy with you guys, and I'm glad you're both still alive. Still have to get around to fixing the map, which will happen. Maybe off camera, we'll see. If it does, I'll be sure to let you know. But in today's episode, what are we doing today, Will? Well, I have a few ideas. I'm working on a little bit of a project in the Nether, because XP is still something that's not just the easiest thing to come by. But then there's also this great big expanse of land here. And you know, and I've said it before, I want to build a library, and I'm thinking this would make a really good spot for the library, because it's going to be a huge temple-like building. So let me gather my thoughts and gather some materials and figure out what I want to do in this episode. Once I've got that sorted, I'll bring you back in. So as always, and as they fight over that door, as always, back in a flash. Okay, guys, so here we are in my least favorite place ever. But there's a purpose. There is a reason for us being here. Do not shoot pigmen. It is tempting. Do not shoot them. The reason is I found... well, honestly, so I'm on a server. I think somebody, and I don't know who, but I think there probably was a spawner here that somebody killed. Luckily, I just kept exploring this fortress. It's been explored a bit by the other people on the server, but I found another one over there, and today at work I spent literally all day fighting blazes just to get this thing set up. And what is this thing, you might ask? And, you know, that's a good question. This isn't anything right now. Right now, it's just a bunch of random blocks spread out throughout the world. But what it will be eventually is a blaze farm. So the majority of the time today at work was spent building this cube around the spawner, which we are currently not close enough to activate. And I'm going to stop standing right there on the ledge because something still might happen. This is, after all, the Nether. But that was fun. That was a lot of fun. There was a lot of mining. I've got so much Nether brick back at the house now. It's insane. But I had to block that off completely because, as you probably know, light does not affect blaze spawners. So I had to block that off completely and then build this cube around it. Now this cube, the way it works, it is at least 4 blocks out on all sides of the spawner, and then it is 6 or 7 blocks between the bottom of the spawner and the floor there. Oh, I hate that noise. I hate that noise. I hate that noise. Trying to ignore it. Trying to ignore it. So then what I did was I have to build, or, well, I just plotted out the floor. Oh, God, there it goes. No, I'm trying to talk with my friends. Leave me be. You horrible, horrible monster. Go away. Ugh. Yeah, fine. Despawn somewhere over there. Anyway, this platform down here that I have built, it is 7 blocks below the floor of this thing, and then 10 blocks out on all sides of this cube. The idea being that once I get that all cleared out, those jerks won't be able to spawn there anymore. And once I get my spawning platform built, then when I'm standing on it, the only thing in the Nether that should be spawning while I'm here are the blazes. Now, my next task... Oh, God! Oh, no you don't. No, you don't. God, he just popped up right behind me. Ow. Ow. You know what? I lucked out. By the way, I gotta say, we are in 1.14.3 now, and no longer can you make the god armor. Luckily, I still have all of mine. Anyway, the next thing I have to do before I was so rudely interrupted is go ahead and finish out that floor, and I realized after I had built those initial catwalks that I had placed the slabs on the full block space, which meant that mobs could spawn on them. So I have to go back and set everything half a slab down for that platform. So that is my next task in here. So I'm going to kill all these guys and get to work, and I'll bring you in once I get that bottom platform completed. I think then maybe we'll be a little bit quieter in here, and I can actually get some more work done on camera. Did you see that guy just jump into the lava? Anyway, I'm gonna find some place to hide real quick, and I will be back in a flash. Oh, hello there, little dude. I'm kinda busy. This guy just jumped off one of the towers to come down and get me. Luckily, I actually have most of the floor in. Or at least all of it that isn't intersected already by Nether Fortress. So, yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. It is slow going. Can I just nudge you? Can I? Bye! Thanks for playing! So, one thing that I have to do right now is go around the edge here and fill in all of the walls, at least with one layer of glass. This will prevent spawning, which can right now happen on these edges here, because technically this is a full block, so mobs can actually spawn on these little edges here out on the out on the perimeter of my platform. Thank everything for Silk Touch. Ah, it's a lifesaver. But yeah, we are making progress. I just wanted to bring you guys back in to kind of show you where we are so far in the clearing of this area, and it's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I'm kind of curious because I guess I'm just far enough down right now, excuse me, that the spawner is not triggering. But what happens if I come up? Oh, there it goes. Okay. So yeah, this is totally going to work, and it's going to work splendidly. There we go. But yeah, the cool thing is that as they spawn, they drop far enough, because it's more than 4 blocks from the bottom of the spawner to the platform that they are currently hovering on. They drop far enough to not trigger the spawner's entity cap, I guess is what you call it. Basically what tells the spawner to stop producing. So, ideally, when this is all done, we're going to have a lovely, lovely space with some great, great drop rates coming out of that spawner. But this is not just going to be about... This isn't just about getting blaze rods. This is also about getting that sweet, sweet XP. So, definitely stay tuned. There's a lot more of this grindy type work that I have to do, so I'm going to get back to it. But I will bring you guys back in once we're moving on to some more of the technical aspects of this particular build. So, and I just realized I totally trapped myself down here now. Oh, I'm so smart. Anyway, As always, back in a flash. Well, we are getting closer, but as I stand on this platform here, you can see that that spawner is doing its work. But if I'm not mistaken, this should be... Yeah! Alright, let's gather all this stuff up. That's it. That's the outside platform done. Again, so this cube in the center here, it's 4 blocks out. 1, 2, 3, 4 from every side of the spawner, including above it, and then below the spawner, the floor is 6 or 7 blocks down. And then this big platform here is basically 7 blocks further from that corner down and 10 blocks out in every direction. So that puts this thing dead center in the middle of this massive platform. And that's important, so remember that. This is basically what you're wanting here. And naturally, I'm going to build up the glass walls all around this place, but as you can see, I'm running low on the resources, so I'm going to have to make a trip back to the overworld to basically just restock on everything. But that's not a big deal. We can do that, and for you guys, for you guys, it'll be like no time happened at all. No time at all. So I'm gonna finish what I've got here. I cut it really close on the stone slabs. But I'm going to finish what I've got here and head to the overworld, grab some more materials, and then we'll get into some more of how we're making this farm. So as always, back in a flash. It has come to my attention that I need a lot more glass. Like a lot more. So much more. So, that's going to be a thing, I guess. Got a bunch of stone here. I'm going to need that. I'm going to cook some up so I can make more of these guys. But, yeah. I gotta go find some sand to dig up. So, yeah. Back in a flash. I just remembered that my buddy BT has mapped her way out to a desert biome, and she has actually, if I'm not mistaken... Oh god, that's loud. Yeah, she put a rail system between our nether portal and her desert village. I've got to turn those sound effects down. Anyway, I got a bunch of... Oh god, bad time to stop. Bad time to stop. Stop it! Stop it. Darn pigmen and ghasts and everything. Anyway, I grabbed a crafting table and a chest. I'm going to drop this stuff off at the build site, and then I will head to the desert via BT's handy-dandy railway through hell. Alright, back in a flash. Okay, so just grabbed a minecart out of the chest over there, so that's handy. And, yeah, here we go. On a terrifying railway through... Oh my god. Please no ghasts. Please no ghasts. No ghasts. I hear them all over the place, but it would be a shame if BT's rail got blown up while I'm using it. Yeah, it's nothing to look at just yet, but it is, at this point, just a convenient way for us to get from our home base village out to this desert biome that BT went exploring the overworld for. So it's not a super long trip, as you can see, and I'm just going to leave that there for now. And I think... Yeah, this looks right. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so this should pop us out in the desert, which is coincidentally... God, that is so loud. I hate that thing. But as I was saying, this is where BT found another village that we went ahead... Oh, it looks like she's got a little bed set up here. When I say we, I mean me. That I went ahead and raided for all of their hay bales already. That's how I did the archery range. I took all of their hay bales. So, anyway, here I am. Oh, looks like I missed some. Ooh. Anyway, here we are out in the desert where sand is born. So, this is my life for the next little while. Empty inventory, ready to gather up sand as the sun sets. So, alright, looks like I'm setting a new spawn. Anyway, I will catch you guys in just a few minutes. As always, back in a flash. Gotta love the desert for the sand, which is, there we go. There we go. Yeah, so I've got a bit. I think it'll do alright. So now it's just going back home, skipping the Nether Fortress and going straight to home base and the super smelter. So I'll catch you guys in, well, I guess a flash. Okay guys, made it back. This is going to be a very jumpy kind of episode, I'm realizing. But here's what I'm going to do, because this is going to take a while to smelt all this stuff up. I'm going to let that smelt. I'm going to take a break and get some food and, you know, all that fun stuff. But I'm also going to watch, or rather rewatch, this tutorial, which I will link in the description below if you want a better tutorial than what I'm doing. I did not want to mount the horse there. Anyway, so I'm going to eat, I'm going to watch this tutorial, I'm just going to tab out of the window here and let that smelter do its thing. But when I come back, I'll have the wall all the way around it. I'll have that completely up and done, and I'll have the next part started so we can just jump right in. In any case, and as always, back in a flash. Well, guys, it looks like this is going to be a two-parter. It's unfortunate, I know, it's pain, but that is just the way it goes when you try to tackle a massive project in one episode. Especially when you don't have all your materials, like, preset and ready to go. As you can see, I've mostly finished out this wall. This wall, actually, because things keep jumping off of that tower and into my little holding cell here, this wall will probably go up another, I mean, it might even go up to be as tall as the cube is there. We'll just have to see. But what I've got to do right now is just take this 64 that I've got, the last 64 that I have, and go ahead and fill this in. Oh, geez, and not die in the process, maybe? That would be super cool to you know, not die. Ow! Seriously? Seriously. Go away. I'm trying to do something here. I mean, it's like they're so rude. They don't even take into consideration that I might have other plans than being on fire today. Anyway, as I was trying to say earlier, gotta eat that chicken. As I was trying to say earlier, this is going to have to be a two-parter. Let's head on out of the Nether, shall we? So I've got the wall, the perimeter wall, mostly done. It might go up another. Like I said, it might go up all the way to the top. I'm not sure. I gotta go back and finish watching that tutorial. I watched some of it while I was eating, but yeah, you know, things happen. In any case, let me get out of here. Yeah, we're gonna make it a two-parter, and it'll be fine. Everything will be beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And you can see how janky our little Nether system is right now. I'm hoping the Minecraft music will cut out soon, but let's go through the portal and head back home. Oh, glorious! It's nighttime. Okay, what's one more cut? All right, guys, back in a flash. Well, guys, that was a thing, wasn't it? We are unfortunately out of time for this episode. Again, sorry about that. Gonna be a two-parter, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. That is okay. It's a huge project. I don't know what I was thinking that I could get that done in one episode, because it's massive. I have gone back and actually watched some of that tutorial, and the thing that I'm building is just so frickin' huge. Not to mention the fact that it's in the Nether. I mean, come on. It's in the Nether. Anyway, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Be sure to tune in next time. I will get more things gathered up, and I'll get my stuff figured out, and we'll get that blaze farm finished in the next episode. That's a promise from me to you. Next episode, we finish the blaze farm. But again, guys, I just want to say, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, leave me a like. If you really liked it, maybe consider subscribing. If you super liked it, share the video with your friends. Let them know that I am out here doing this thing, and that, hey, you know what? Sometimes I can be entertaining to watch. But, oh, how do I end these episodes? Oh, yeah. I've been Will. This has been Will's World. You be excellent to each other, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys. Bye.